Well, this is, it looks like a real miss at bouncing back from, getting back for this ball game. We did the things we thought we needed to do to get right, but we didn't play well in the first half at all. And you could see it across the board. Teams in offense and defense, we weren't physically back as much as they were. They played really well. They were strong from the beginning, and it put us, behind them, but we weren't out at all. And our guys didn't feel like that. Mentally we were okay, but physically we just didn't seem like we made the bounce back as well as we normally do in coming back after the Monday night thing. So I got to do a better job. I really, it's all three phases, so it's me. And so I've got to do a better job making sure I manage our return and so that we get on the field and we're ready to go. The guys were trying, but we just didn't quite have like we had before. So it's there for us, and our guys know that. We stayed with it. We kept hanging. We kept trying to find a way, and their belief about it was ongoing. So I'm really happy with that. It gives us a chance to keep finding ourselves and see if we can get our game right. It was a good bounce back game for Geno, even though he was under duress. A good part of it. He found his way and got us back on track. Gave us a shot. Trey Tucker had a terrific football game for us, and it was good to see that. The kicking game was really explosive, and it looked like we were off, and so it's not scheme wise, it's just physically. I think I didn't get him right, so I'm taking this one, and I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't see it coming. And I give Danny a lot of credit too. His guys were ready to go. They played a fine football game under duress too. They've had guys that were banged up and all that, and give them a lot of credit for directing a good win. So got to get back to work.
Did you see this coming at all?
No way. If I'd have known that, I'd have done something.
It's the third game where the offensive line has kind of struggled. And what do you chalk that up to, and what kind of solutions can there be out there?
Well, we have to, it turns us back to we got to balance out what we're doing so we can mix better. And we didn't run the football at all early. And then when we did, we drove the football. We made our scores. So once we got going, I thought Ashton did a really good job with his opportunities. He got a lot of carries today. It was a good ball game for him. It was tough, and he played tough and showed you how he does it. But we didn't start out well at all. We came out of the chutes, hurting. And so until we got going, you couldn't see much. But we do have to mix better so that we feel the run and the pass mix that gives us an advantage instead of feeling like we're getting knocked around.
5 plays of 40 or more yards and 450 or more yards for them.
Huge plays, yeah. I mean, that's just not the football that we play, and that's what I'm saying. We have to be better because it starts right with that. If you give up big plays, you're no good, and we were no good today.
Just what went into the decision to start Hawks Cap at right guard over JP?
Just that it was a short week, and he just got back, and we'll give Alex a chance to go again and see how that goes. And he was available to play, but we just decided for the continuity for coming out of last week, it might be a little bit smoother, and we didn't hit any of these days this week, and so it just felt like this was a better choice to go that way. Right. The competition goes on.
As far as Michael Mayer, just how is he doing after?
Yeah, he did have a concussion, went through the protocol and all that. I don't know how serious it is. We'll find out.
You said not bouncing back from the Monday night game. Do you think physically, mentally, all of it?
It looked like that. That's what it felt like. It felt like we did not get back. We had a terrific practice on Thursday, and it felt like that we had bounced. And so we adjusted to make sure to get to game time, knowing that these guys, they were going to have all the rest that they needed, and we needed to get as rested as we could and make sure that we would be strong and ready to go. But it didn't work out. And if it did, you'd have seen it. So I didn't handle that as well as I need to.
Without watching the film, I feel like, we just didn't do enough in any phase of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, I felt like we gave them too much. We were tied up early on, and there was a chance for us to really take control of the game, and then I felt like we let it get away from us. And then second half, coming out and not getting points, and then they go and get points, kind of make it a two-score game, and then, from there, it just kind of got away from us. So I feel like there's not one point of our game that we can't get better at. I think there's a lot of things that we could have done better today.
Were you ever able to get comfortable? I mean, it looked like from the first play you're running for your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's football, and it's going to, be like that sometimes. I mean, they have a good defense and a lot of good guys on that side. Hats off to them. They played a great game. But, I felt like we made our plays, throughout the game, but just wasn't consistent enough. And that's where I felt like we sputtered, throughout the game. And then we had some big plays, and then we had some drives that didn't look right. So I put that on me. I put the onus on me, and I got to get better and be better for my guys.
Geno, this is a franchise that is trying to build a new culture. In the past, these are moments where maybe things go a little sideways. As a leader of this team, what becomes the stress point of making sure that doesn't happen?
No, nothing's going sideways. It's week 3 in the NFL, and we got a long season ahead of us. It's never easy to lose a game. You want to win all of them, but that's not the reality. And so the reality is that we're faced with a battle in front of us. And as a quarterback, as a football player, I look forward to the challenges, and we're embracing that as a team and as a locker room. Each guy in this locker room is going to stick together and going to stand beside his fellow teammate and do what's right. And so, that's where we're at with it. There's no separation here. There's no one going to point the finger. If anything, point the finger at me, and we'll get it fixed.
In terms of things that didn't go right, Ashton looked like you got on track a little bit, and then Trey Tucker, obviously, the bond between you and him continues to build. Is that something to build on?
Yeah, there's a lot that we can build on, but again, man, the game's about winning, and that's all. And so there's no moral victories. There's nothing that I can say that I feel good about because we lost the game. I just know the type of team that we have. I believe in the type of guys that we have. I believe in the Raider Nation. I know that we can get this thing headed in the right direction, and that's what I'm focused on. I really want to, get back to work. I can't wait to get back to work so we can solve these problems and come out next week with a new enthusiasm.
You might have addressed this already, but Pete Carroll said earlier he took the blame for not sort of the bounce back from Monday night to this game. Do you feel like sort of physically or mentally that wasn't what it should have been, that turnaround?
No, I'll take the blame for it. Coach wasn't out there playing. He didn't make any plays out there. It was, I was out there quarterbacking, and I could have done a better job to, extend some drives or, make some better plays, make some better checks so that we can go out there and we can win the game. We didn't put up enough points. That's the reality. As an offense, we got to be able to go out there and score, just about every time we touch it. That's got to be our mindset. And so I didn't do enough today. I didn't get us there, and you can put it on me, not Coach.
When you guys tied it up 10-10, that was a pretty good drive running the ball. How important do you think it's going to be for you guys to establish the run, have success going forward?
Extremely important, extremely important. But more importantly, we got to dominate the line of scrimmage. We got to own the line of scrimmage. That's football in a nutshell. If you can win the line of scrimmage, you can win a lot of games. If you can win the line of scrimmage, control the turnover battle, get first downs, convert in the red zone, be great in situations, you can win a lot of games. And so, it's a lot of things that we can do better. But I look forward to getting it right.
Obviously, your running back had a lot of success last year in college. Is there anything that you kind of work with him and just, I know it's coming slowly now. Is there anything that you've been talking to Ashton about?
Yeah, just sticking with it. It's not college. I mean, that's the reality. And, it's the big boy league, and it's going to be tough every week. There is no cupcakes. There is no lollipops. It's big boy football week in and week out. And we've got to help him be, all around him. We've got to be better so that he can go out there and show what he can do, because he can do it. He showed it in the NFL. He can do it, man. He's running guys over, making guys miss. We just got to open up space for him. I got to get some better checks, get some better run calls so that he can go out there and showcase what he's capable of.
What was working with Tucker?
Trey's a great player. Again, man, we he gave us maximum effort today, but again, we're not here for moral victories. We didn't win the game. That's all that matters. We got to get back to work.